Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the survival series live here in Stormworks. How are we all doing today? Let's get a little bit of hype going up in chat. How are we all doing? Hopefully everyone is excited about the weapons DLC coming out in what, 2 weeks time plus minus. Let's get some hype going. Chat, how are we all doing today? How are we doing? Hopefully this episode is going to be quite fun. I've got some things planned for you guys, but we'll see what's going to happen today. Numbers says, hey, what's going on? Aiden, hey, what's going on? Welcome. How are we all doing? Alex, hey, what's going on? Welcome. So we are going to get started in a second now. So let's go and load up Stormworks. I'm hoping today that we can buy a new base and upgrade our Vtol. I think that'll be quite fun. Let's go and load into game here. James, hey, what's going on? Welcome. First time catching the stream? Well, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you hang around for a while, you enjoy. And I will share my screen with you guys. Of course, I get a game crash straight away. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's try again. Greetings from Australia. Hey man, what's going on? Welcome all the way from down under. Cool, so we're going to load up the Survival Series episode 10, which is the last one that we played last week. If you guys ever miss any of the episodes, definitely keep an eye out for the highlight video that comes out on the weekends. Quite fun to watch those. They're nice and condensed, like 3 hours down to 30 minutes. So we're in the game and we are going to, let's see, what do we have going on? So ideally what I would like to do, chat, today is I would like to buy one of these bases, but I can't remember how much they are and we don't have that much money. So we need to make some money. So let's just go and grab our creation. So we've got 60,000 in the bank at the moment. I guess we can, yeah, let's try and get some missions done. Let's try and earn some money. That's the problem at the moment. We're not earning enough money. So that is number one thing that we need to do. So I don't think we need to, chat, do we need to upgrade anything in the Vtol? I can't remember if we need to do anything. I know in the last episode we added the spotlight on the side here. What else did we do, chat? We didn't do anything inside, did we? No, we had a few more seats and things, but nothing major. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. Maybe I can move this a little bit more inside. Let's see if I can see it's interfering with all those seats in there. What if we were to bring it up and it interferes with the roof? Can't really fit this thing. Can't really fit these inside. I guess here will be fine. Cool. Did you see the blue jet exhaust at the weapon DLC trailer? Maybe not. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched the trailer. But the trailer was really fun to watch. Oh, we also added this camera in the front. I remember that from last episode now. We've still got a little rescue hatch underneath here, which is very useful. I think everything is good at the moment. We just need to do missions, make some money. I think we've got enough equipment in here. We've got enough seats for our missions and things. I would like, to be honest, I would like to maybe change the configuration of the seats. I'm not really happy with how the seats are kind of done here in the back. So I'm actually going to rework the seats, chat, before we go out today. As I said, I would love to buy a new base and make some big modifications to the Vtol. Make it bigger, just, yeah, improve it. Generally just improve it and make it look a little better, make it perform a little better. Okay, let's make some changes here. So ideally I would like to get rid of this here. So let me just cut this and I'm going to stick that there instead. I'm just going to move that out of the way. I'm going to get rid of this possibly at the moment. I'm going to get rid of that, going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. And do I need a flare gun? Let's leave the flare gun. Flare gun's always useful. We'll leave the flare gun. Let's just paint this. Nothing's really going to have an issue here. I'm going to move this up. That's get rid of this and put the proper wedges back, which I want. And then we're going to add some seats in. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with the seats in a few seconds. Let's go and close this into, so possibly use one of my blocks, something like that. Cool. Actually, I don't like that. Let's go to that there instead. Yeah, something like that will be fine. For now, if we really want to, we could change this to sloped block like that and just make it look better in how it integrates there. Cool. So we've got that. We've made a little bit more space. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build seats. Now the seats I'm going to build are going to run literally straight across like that. And we're going to just chuck seats on here. And then we're going to, yeah, just add seats. So we're going to add a ton of seats on. That way Stormlink will be a little better. If we're doing Stormlink, of course. Just going to add a bunch of seats on there. Last one will leave empty. And I probably actually will close this in. That. Cool. Something like that. And now we've got quite a lot of seats, but underneath there we could leave, we could remove these and instead put like some pipes and things. We could do quite a few things actually. We could just do that underneath. Here we don't really have a block, do we? That. There we go. So now we've got a ton of seats in here for all kinds of cool things that we want to do in the future. Only thing I need to do now, chat, I have to name all of these. So we have to go seat 1, seat 2, seat 3, etc, etc. So let me just remember this naming standard. Okay, seat 1, and we'll just copy and paste, chat. Seat 2. Cool, and we're just going to go through and name all these seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that gives us 22 seats here at the back, which will be fine for now. That should allow us to do most of the Stormlink missions, I think. 16, 17, 18. We could even add some more seats inside. So it's 21 and 22 if I'm correct. And then this can be 23. And then if we want to, we could also do 24 and 25. Or player harness, we're never going to put someone inside there. So I think we're good. Cool. Seat 30. Yeah, we don't need to get there yet, just yet. Okay, so that gives us quite a lot more seats inside there. If we really wanted to, I think we could possibly add another seat in, maybe in the center here, but I think at the moment this is more than enough for us to do any mission that we need to do. I'm pretty happy with everything else. Happy with our interior, happy with our design. We've also got the nice little heads-up display in front of us now for night missions. That's quite useful. We've got the little camera underneath there too. We've got retracting landing gear. I mean, we could, chat, what we could do is we could actually extend this and make it come up a little bit and then go down. That could be something that we could think about doing today, is extending this, but there is no fuel in this top piece though. That's the only thing, so it wouldn't give us any more fuel because all the fuel's in this piece over here. It wouldn't really give us too much extras. Yeah. We could get rid of a lot of those blocks and get a little bit more room inside here for fuel. Yeah, that could all just be extra fuel space. That could be extra fuel space. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, so we've got a little bit more space in here now. This is all wages. I mean, we could, to be honest, chat, if we wanted more fuel space, I don't think we don't really need it, but we could actually just do this. Not the last one. Do this, grab a wedge piece, and just use the wedge piece to go across like that. And that will just give us a little bit more fuel space inside there. This is now black. Ain't that done? Cool. Do you think Geometer will lower the price of Carrier Command? I don't know. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea, chat. They will do that. You can enable third person by XML Notepad for career mode. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can edit them. I can't remember if I did edit them. I think we need to do that for this episode. I think I didn't do it in the last episode. Let me just save the Vtol first off, and let me just double check if I need to give you guys third person. I do. Okay. So chat, what I'm going to do is I'm quickly just going to enable third person for you guys. Thanks for whoever that was that reminded me. The Light Parade. Thanks, man. Let me just save this chat, and we're going to just quickly enable third person for you guys. Give me 2 secs. Alrighty, so let me just save this chat, and we're just going to quickly enable third person vehicles and third person player, because it's much easier for you guys to see it once we're doing that. What else is happening in chat? We should host a giant war session. I'm trying to start a survival mode, but I have no idea for starter boat. Just Google like small boats, and then find one that you like, and then try and replicate it, or try and use it, or take the base of it and make some changes to it. It's completely up to you, and that's the cool thing about this game, is you can build however you want to build, which is really fun. Okay, so I need to enable third person mode. Give me 2 seconds. Find it. Islands, map players, map players, 3 waypoints. Player damage, third person vehicle. Cool, so we're going to put that as true. And as soon as we do that, I can save and also restart this. I mean, chat, if we really want to in this episode, we could do fuel missions, and that earns us a good 70k each run. So we could do 2 fuel mission runs and earn some good money quickly. Let me just load up episode 10, and now that we've got everything ready, we've got third person. Alright, so we should have third person enabled now, so let's check. Yes, there we go. So you guys can now see the Vtol, which is fantastic. What missions do we have currently? Do we have any missions that we could do? There is a fire that we need to put out over here, so we're going to go and do that. It's not that far. We might do some Stormlink missions after that. So we'll get the Vtol up and running, get GPS on. We'll do 200 ult today, RPS around 14. We need our brakes, spotlights, nav lights. Brakes are currently on. Let's take brakes off, and we'll just touch out here. Slowly just move out of the hangar. Hopefully not damage anything on the way out. Oh, we hit the blades. Okay, let's just respawn this in. Okay, so let's do this again. So in goes, RPS up, we'll get our brakes and things on to start with. Get our waypoint in. We really need a bigger base, chat, because our Vtol is struggling. the size of our Vtol at the moment is really big. Alright, cool. Let's get our brakes off. We should just be able to coaster out of here without hitting anything, hopefully. Fantastic. Cool. And increase the RPS a little bit more. We're going to get our alt hold on, which is 4. That's all set. We've also got that on. We can get 5, which is going to be to go to the waypoint. Whoa. We not have enough RPS. An RPS is building. Let's throw autopilot on again. We're losing RPS very quickly, aren't we? Yeah, it looks alright now. It looks like it's stabilizing a bit, which is good. And we're heading off. Fantastic. Everything else is good at the moment. Could you put a small motor on one of the wheels? That way you have the blades fold and tacking out. I mean, yeah, we could, but the idea is to get rid of that base and get a new base. That way we can build a bigger Vtol, get better blades on it, and a few other things that I want to do. How is my RPS? Still a little bit low. Right, increase it a bit. There we go. That's a little better RPS. My altitude is sinking a bit, which does make me worry. Cool, that's fine. We could also go into completely manual mode and fly this thing manually if we wanted to. Would be quite fun too. I think we're good. Let's put a little bit of a 0.5. Yeah, that should be right. Cool. How late are you? You're not that late, Stormboy. Will this be on the workshop? Yeah, it will be on the workshop. I've mentioned this a few times, but I usually only upload my creations once we finish them. Otherwise, from that, no, I don't upload them just yet. Once they're finished, I'll put them in the workshop for you guys. But in the meantime, no. Don't like uploading things that are not 100% ready. I mean, I've uploaded a few things in the past that have been like preview versions, but the whole creation's been done. It's just missing like one thing, like for example the C130. That's 100% done, but it's a preview version because it's going to be converted into an AC-130 when we get weapons DLC. When are you going to build a ship? When we have some money to buy something, then we're going to do it. The clearances are tight. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we could build a little thing for towing it out, but as I said, we're hopefully going to build, or so we're hopefully going to buy a bigger base, like a bigger airport, like Harrison or Neil, and that way we can build a bigger Vtol. What's your best water bomber? Got out of control bushfire. Need it out in a short time. You can just use the water bombing service. There's an add-on that you can call it. It's like you just press escape and you're like water bomber, I think it is. You have to load it, of course, and then it literally goes and calls a water bombing service on your location, which is pretty cool. How do you get the Vtol? You can't just yet. It's not on the workshop. It will be once we finish the survival series, and we'll probably end the survival series, guys, maybe just before weapons DLC, so we might only have a few more weeks left. And we'll have to see. We'll see how we're doing at the moment. How are we on speed? 150 is not bad. RPS all of a sudden is increasing. It's interesting. Earlier on we were struggling with our RPS, now we're fine with our RPS. That is quite interesting, isn't it? It's fine. Okay, that's all good. I don't know what's happening with this heads-up display. Is it... Oh yeah, we pressed the screen, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Do you use a radiator or a large fluid pump with... Do you use a radiator or a large fluid pump what pumps water from the ocean on your ships? What do you mean? Do you mean like when we're using seawater to cool our engines, do we use a radiator in between? It depends. It depends. For me, I haven't found, like, if you pump seawater into your engines, they will start to degrade over time, because you're using seawater and not fresh water. But to be honest, I've never ever had an issue, because the amount of time that you're respawning your creation, it obviously gets rid of that damage and it brings it back to 100%. So yes, there is an argument to be had saying you should use fresh water to cool your engines, but I've never, since that's been a feature in the Stormworks, I've never ever had an engine get damaged because of using seawater. So yeah, take it as you want. If you want to play with that feature and build your engines with that, then yeah, you need to put it through a system. Otherwise, for me, I don't really worry about it. Are you doing a fuel run? We're doing a mission, and then we're gonna see if we can maybe do some fuel runs after that. We need to get some money not quickly, but we need to get some money. So that means I need 2 more parts of Survivor Series. Yeah, it depends. It depends. We might bring it back, but obviously you guys know that once we get Weapons DLC, it's going to be very busy in terms of videos and content. So I might not have time for, Survivor Series in 1 or 2 weeks, but we might start a new one with Weapons DLC. We might continue this one. I'll let you guys know. Are the liquid heat exchangers or any of the heat exchangers any good? Well, yeah, well, they do what they're meant to do. They're meant to, of course, for example, you would use your seawater to come in and cool something, and it would exchange the heat between another loop, which might be fresh water, for example, and that's how you should be doing your cooling. Is there a fire here, or is my game bugged out again? It says okay, no, there's the vehicle down there, but I think that fire is... I don't see a fire on that. Chat, do you see a fire on that? Extinguish 1 fire. I don't see any fire there, but we're gonna go down, we'll have a look. I'm almost certain I remember doing this mission last time. But we'll go down, we'll see. It doesn't look like there's a fire. In chat, does that look like there's a fire there? Yeah, and you can still see my fire extinguisher from last time I was here. So I'm almost feeling like these missions are bugged out, which is not a good sign. Okay, well, that mission's not there. That's interesting. Okay, so if that mission's not there, we can have a quick look around this area for any containers or any crates and things. Just that's a quick, easy money. Yeah, I extinguished in the past. Yeah, exactly. I remember that too. But obviously the game doesn't think that I did that. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't take the dude to the hospital. Oh, okay. And rescue 1 casualties to Arnold. Okay, so we'll go back then for the guy. Let's go back for the human there. We'll put them in the Vtol and we'll rescue them in the hospital, and hopefully we'll get some money for that. Let's go down here, chat. Cool, and we'll just land just over here, should be fine. Let's make sure I've got my brakes on. And we're going to lower the RPS down a bit, just in case the Vtol decides that it wants to go somewhere. We'll grab this person and we'll head off. Cool, you can go there, I can go there, I can go there. We need to go to hospital. Where's the closest hospital? Oh, the hospital's right there. Did I not take it there? To a hospital. Okay, so we can take it right here. We could have also gone to the hospital ship, which... Actually, I think the hospital ship's quite far away, isn't it? So, not worth it. Cool, let's go and enter in a new waypoint. Get that in. We'll get up our alts, and then we'll throw our autopilot systems on. Should be fine now. Cool. So it should take us to the next waypoint. I think it just needs to clear this existing one that it's got on, and then it should take us off to the next spot. Should being the keyword. If it doesn't, I can just clear it. I'll clear it and put a new one in. Cool. there we go. New waypoint in, and the Vtol should fly us there. Actually, curious how much time it took to get the experience of building in Stormworks. Do you play Stormworks from alpha stage, or do you join after release? I've been playing for roughly, what, Chad, about 3 years now, plus minus. I think I started in early 2018. Could be wrong. Take guys in the hospital? Yeah, we're doing that now. Will they have land AI in the DLC as well as other AI? I'm not too sure. I know as much as you guys do from the announcements. Got any tutorials on how to improve building your vehicles? Yeah, hundreds of tutorials. Go check out my tutorials. Think about it, like, this is just a shell and we've added features to it. That's what we do in all the episodes. What's the waypoint microcontroller? It's a complete system. I think it's called the Marine Navigation System, NJ Marine Navigation System. It's a screen plus a controller, and you get all these options: zoom in, zoom down, up, down, left, right. You can reset, you can clear, and I think it's got 16 waypoints on it that you can go and do. It's also got banking, and it's also got yaw, which is pretty cool. So your Vtol, for example, if you add it, your Vtol just doesn't turn like that. It will actually go and roll and turn at the same time, which is a nice little feature. And you can put that on boats, you can put it on planes, you can use it on helicopters. I've used it on pretty much everything. How many hours? I think roughly around 4,000. And I don't play that much. I play a bit, but I don't play extensively. Cool, let's land here, and we're gonna brakes are definitely on. Cool, the wind is quite strong, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on the wind. Let's just lower our RPS down, grab this person. It might even be some crates here. Yep, there's a crate right there we're going to go and use. Well, not use, but we're gonna grab. Cool, so we rescued this person. We've got 2,000 for that, and there's a crate, so that gave us 9,500. That's pretty nice. I wonder if there's a crate in here, chat. Nothing there. Maybe the top. Let's go and see. Is there anything? No, nothing here. Anything on the outside? Okay, so there's nothing here at the moment in terms of crates. I was kind of hoping there might just be one more, but I don't think there is. But that's fine. We can go back down to our Vtol. Chat, what should we do next? Shall we do some Stormlink? Should we go and sleep? What do you guys think we should do? Is there a bed? There is a bed in here. Let's turn the Vtol off and let's sleep until daytime. That would be better for you guys too, I think. Let's jump in here. Let's turn the Vtol off. Just going to turn my spotlights off, just in case it uses the battery. I think we added... Didn't we add a backup battery in the last episode, chat? Just in case. I think we did. Extinguish a fire, rescue one person. Okay, so that mission just happened again, so we'll do that. Let's jump out here. Cool. Vtol is over there. Hasn't moved. Cool, so we need to go back to the quarry. There's another mission at the quarry, apparently. So over here. So we'll go and do that mission next. Clear the waypoints. Enter a new one in. Alt hold. On. Oh, maybe not just yet. Let's wait to get some altitude first. There we go. There's also... Looks like a diesel fuel point there if we need it. Fuel runs. Fuel runs and buy a new base. Okay, I guess we can do fuel runs, chat. Make some good money. And then I'm back, I guess. I think I still have... I added the backup battery and yes, I added the backup battery over there. I also have a searchlight. Yeah, I guess we can do fuel runs. Fuel runs equal mega money. Yeah, they do. Fuel runs are good money. We'll have to see how that goes. So we'll do the fight. We'll do this mission. We should get some money for it, and then yeah, we'll go back to base and do some fuel runs. I mean, fuel runs what, 70k each. I guess we could even make it the fuel container bigger. We could try that, chat. We could make it bigger to maybe hold like 100k. Fuel runs because the big hangars aren't going to buy themselves. Exactly, they're not. They're not cheap. We're going to go and do this mission down here. There's Stormlink stuff down there. Yeah. Where is the mission? Should be... oh yeah, it's down there. And let's get all of our autopilot stuff off. And let's go down. Cool. Guess we can land directly on the bridge, can't we? Nice. Nice touchdown. Cool. Brakes are currently on, which is cool. We'll grab a fire extinguisher. We'll get our RPS down so we don't use too much fuel. And we'll go and put this fire out on this vehicle. Make it bigger? I know, I would love to. We need a bigger base before we can make it bigger. At the moment, we are maximizing our space. I'm trying to get underneath here and maybe put the fire out. It's not really working, okay. Apparently the fire is being extinguished. I think it caught, I think the engine caught on fire. But there we go, that's done. Let's get rid of that and let's go and put this person inside our Vtol. And we'll go back to the hospital, I guess. Let's clear our waypoints. Let's go back to the hospital and let's drop this guy off. We're gonna park the Vtol there. And we're gonna get that up. So go back up to our alt. Run about 11 RPS, 12 RPS. Not use too much fuel. Are we on fuel, by the way? 7,000 liters. Yeah, we're doing pretty cool with fuel, so not too stressed. Everything else looks pretty good. And the Vtol now will just fly over to where we need to go. I mean, there could be some crates down there, possibly, by the ruins. But I didn't see anything yet. It could also be down there by the quarry, but we'll keep an eye out for them. Also in the ocean, if there might be some just floating in the ocean. Crates are really good, they give you a lot of money very quickly. Will my Vtol fill with $100 bills? I mean, if we had $100 bills, we could. Do you plan to build big battleships? I don't know. I'll probably do some more new frigates. My old frigates, I haven't built a large scale ship like, well, battleship really. My frigate that I built, well, I think was roughly about 2.5 years ago. So I need to build a new battleship or new weapon ship. So I definitely need to do that. Add air refueling. I mean, we could, but it costs money. It costs money to buy it, and I don't know how much it costs. Let's actually find out. I think we can. This is it here. Yeah, it costs 5.8 to buy from the aerial refueling plane, whereas if we were to go to the place down here, where is it? Where is it, chat? Where we can buy fuel and stuff. Is it here? No. Where do we buy fuel? Chat. Here. If we buy jet fuel here, look at the price. It's 1.43 in comparison to the aero refueler, which is 5.4. So, I mean, it is possible. It's just expensive. This Vtol needs guns when... yeah. Everything needs guns. Everything needs guns, chat. Are we already at nighttime? I thought we slept. Or was it morning? It's rainy. Well, I can obviously see it's raining, but let's grab this person and let's put them aside. And then we'll go back to base. We'll grab the other VTOL that we use for fuel missions, and then yeah, hopefully make some big money. Cool. So our fuel gantry is over here. We need to go to, and our base is all the way here. Well, where do we need to sell this stuff again? We need to sell at the airport, don't we? Where's the airport? Airport's here. See, they buy for 6-8. So we're going to be doing fuel runs from here all the way over there. We're just going to go straight across. I'll do that a few times. Let's set a waypoint for our base. We'll go grab the fuel carrier. Cool. Doop, doop. 4 and 5. Done. Cool. So the VTOL now will fly there by itself, and we should be fun. I can catch up with chat. Do you have a non-nuclear system for your creations? What do you mean? A little Cessna needs 30 mil cannons and missiles. I'm guessing you could possibly do it. Guess you could possibly do it. Why not? Did I make this game? No, I didn't. I am not a developer for the game. How can you do on the spot yaw with the VTOL? You use the rotors. These blades have got pitch, roll, and what else do they have, chat? Pitch, roll, and collective. Pitch, roll, and collective. So so when you want to yaw, if I'm correct, what do I do? I think I'm using the roll and the collective together or something like that. I can't remember, to be honest, chat, how we did this one. Or you use, I think, don't you use pitch? I think we use the pitch, chat. I think you pitch in one direction, you pitch in the other direction. Yeah, you use pitch. So when you want to yaw, you put like a 1 on the left and you put a -1 on the other one for pitching, and then that's how it turns. If I remember correctly. That's one way of doing it. Another way you could do it is you could apply some collective and do a negative tilt on this rotor and then a front tilt on this one. That way it could also turn. There's actually a few different ways you could do it. It just depends on what you want to achieve, really. The lightning is slightly worrying to me, but we're okay for now. Okay, so we're going back to base. We're gonna get the other VTOL. I mean, we could equip this one if we wanted to. Could equip this one. Get a little more speed out of this guy. Could you build a fuel line across the ocean to pump from one sell point to the other? No, because it will despawn. So, I mean, you could keep active blocks, but I don't think it would work, to be honest. Don't think it would work, chat. Unfortunately. Just because how the game works, just don't think it's possible. Is that? It's AI flying around. Hopefully doesn't hit us. What's the chance? Okay, that was very close to hitting us. It's very close to hitting us, chat. Not as close as some of the other episodes, but that was pretty close. Can you get hit by lightning? Yes, of course you can. You hit what it does is it shut down all your electrical systems for what, I think 5 seconds, chat. What are the little pods and the wings? They are fuel pylons. So they hold about, what, 700 liters of fuel in each one of those little pylons there. How are we on fuel? Okay, we've got tons of fuel left, which is great. Why wouldn't it work? Well, let's keep active blocks, and I don't know if hoses are considered to keep active or not. And I mean, you could, like, if you could get it, you could easily do it from like here to here. But if you were doing it from, like, let's say here, and you were building all the way over there, I don't think it would be possible. And also would just slow your game down because you need so many creations in to be able to do that. You've lost 3 helicopters to lightning. Another idea, did you ever think of making a mobile base? What do you mean? We've done a challenge series where we made bases before. Imagine a strategy server with 128 players. Yeah. You could easily do a sim, you know, like strategy war sims or different types of sims in Stormworks. We just need multiplayer to get increase on player count, possibly, and also performance. That needs to be, I think, improved a bit. I haven't played multiplayer in ages. I've just done P2P, like friends playing, and it's been fine. I've had no issues at all. But from back in the days when we used to have a dedicated server, I know there were some issues, and there was some desync stuff. So hopefully that stuff is sorted. They might have done already, they might be doing it, but then all your large scale stuff becomes possible. You can't have mobile workbenches? Yeah, not at the moment. We discussed that with the devs, I think, in the last Q&A video. I said something that I would like to see some mobile workbenches in the future, and they said that they would think about it. So who knows, we might get that, we might not, you never know. Luxa, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Well, the thing is that I know a lot of like the dedicated servers are not hosted on good computers. Like they're going through a hosting server, you know, platform, or they're doing it on budget machines or so on. When we were running our servers, I had a proper gaming PC running it, and it was fine. It was fine on our side, but the client side was the issue. That's why we kept it to UK players only, and then it was fine. But then there was a desync issue because we were trying to run the train stuff. So I don't know. There's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So what we're going to do, Chaz, we're just going to outfit this Vtol for fuel carry missions. So it shouldn't actually be too hard, to be honest. We should just be able to remove some features and then add in some fuel tanks. We should be good to go. Let's close up this. We're going to get rid of this back gate because we don't need it if we're doing fuel missions. And we're going to then just build literally a huge fuel tank inside the creation. So we're probably going to, I might actually extend it, chat. So if we were to just get rid of all this extra fluff over here, what if I was to extend it to about there? And there, it doesn't, I didn't say this is going to look nice, but it's going to be very practical, shall we say. Okay, cool. So we've got that runs all the way there. We're going to just make sure we close this and seal it. That's all sealed, that's all sealed, that's all sealed, and we're going to run the fuel all the way to here, I think. We'll run all the fuel there. We'll add a little hatch like we did in the last one. A little hatch just in case we need to get inside here for whatever reason. We can do that. Cool, this is all good. We're going to come to the back here and we're going to add a bunch of fluid ports. Or anchors, should I rather say. We add 3 anchors because that way you can refuel much quicker, and we're also going to add a dial. That way we can see how much we are refueling. Cool. I will paint this too. Make it look half decent. Well, actually, I guess we could. Yeah, we could paint it. I know it looks terrible, chat. It's there to serve a purpose and one purpose only, to make us money. Cool, so that's done. This is all closed off, so I'm not really too stressed about this. I close this off. I will add a little meter in here, chat, because that way I can tell how much fuel is in here. I'm also just going to delete some of these extra blocks that we don't need, just to make a little bit more space and get some more. Like, just needs to make sure we close all this stuff. Close all this. Close all this. Get a little more space back. Like that can go. Anything that's not really needed right now, we can just get rid of it. Extra storage is always good. Cool. So we can get in here if we need to. We will add, as I said, we're going to add a fluid meter so I can actually tell if this is sealed or not. So, and also we need to see how much fuel we have in here. So let's add this there. We're going to add the capacity first. First, we're going to add capacity chart. That way we can just go and read how much the capacity is. So it's 24,500. So that's sealed. I know that's sealed, which is great. So we can now change that from capacity over to level. And at the same time, we can paint this, and we can also add our fluid ports. That way we can now go and put fluids in, and we can push fluid out. Cool, that's done. Yeah, fluid ports we have. It's a thick fuel tank, exactly. Well, it's spreading across the whole Vtol, so we should make a good amount of money, chat, by doing this. How much cash do we have? We have 30k, nice. We're gonna fly now over to here. We're gonna make some money. Oh, brakes. Let's do an alt hold of 200. Probably get this down a bit just while we're taxiing at the moment. Get this down. We're just gonna taxi out, chat. Brakes are off. Try and keep it nice and straight. Nice and slow, nice and straight. You can see the fluid through the windows? Yeah, you can. You will be able to, yes. Cool, we are out. It's great. We're going to get our RPS up to about 11, 12. It's this, increase this, get our alt hold on, which is 4. That's activated now, and we're going to get our waypoint on, which is 5. So those are both on. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was going... I should have waited for my RPS maybe to build up. That was close. That was very close, chat. Wait for the RPS to build up. Then enable autopilots. There we go. That looks a little better. I mean, there might be some crates down here. I haven't actually looked. If there are any crates down here or not. How's my RPS? There we go. RPS is building up now. Money, money, money. Just don't turn the heating on. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. There's a there's a switch for the heating, isn't there? There's a switch inside the back there for the heating if we really want to turn it on. But we're not going to. This looks ugly. Well, it looks ugly at the back, yes. It does. Not saying it doesn't. But it's there to serve a purpose of making money. That's the only reason why we're doing this. Make money. Remember 3 connectors? Yeah, exactly. We've got 3 connectors at the back. It's going to be perfect. Play memes. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Don't jinx it. Yeah. The Vtol will be very back heavy. Yeah, it probably will. But, I mean, last time we did this, we were fine. Had more than enough power to it. We had more than enough power, so I don't foresee it being an issue. I mean, if it's just too heavy, we can always put less fuel in it. But I think we're going to be fine. We're doing a good speed. Just cruising over the mountains and over Sawyer. I have got something very special planned, everyone, for Weapons DLC. And it's going to be happening here on the Sawyer Islands. You guys have to wait a couple of weeks for that to come out. I also have to see what we get for the Weapons DLC. But I have got something really cool planned. How long does the Vtol last? What, in terms of like fuel and stuff? It could do quite a few trips. I think it's got more than, what, 12k worth of fuel? I don't know. It's got a lot of fuel in it. Do you even have access to 3 hoses? Yes, there are more than 3 hoses at the bases. So don't worry. Yeah, hoses we have, don't worry. And worst case scenario, we've got 2 hoses on our wings. So taking the fuel from the wing into the jet engine, and on that side too. So worst case scenario is if we need more hoses, you can see it there on the other side. If we need more hoses, we can always just take those. Tank warfare would be very cool. Oh man, I think anything to do with warfare is going to be really fun with Weapons DLC. For me, I think Weapons DLC is going to rely on multiplayer. But I'm not going to say any more, because otherwise we're giving away what I'm doing with add-on system, or what I'm thinking of doing at least. I think I know your plans. You have to wait and see, chat. You have to wait and see. Don't spoil the fun. HD Plays. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. How are we all doing today? Cool. So we're nearly there. We're going to start loading up with fuel. I'll catch up with you guys. Chat. Hopefully we're going to make some money. Hopefully. Being keyword. Also don't get hit by lightning. PvP? Maybe, maybe not. DLC fishing? Maybe. I don't know. I think the devs, they spoke about what? Space possibly could be a thing. Space could possibly be a thing. Competition, so the drone, yeah, so the challenge, I think if you're talking about challenge voting, guys, if you haven't, join Discord and vote for the creations. So at the moment it's voting for the challenge at the moment, so if you haven't, definitely go and do that. I saw there's a lot of submissions. You guys have made some awesome drones that we're going to be testing out, and that should be coming out next week, chat, so don't miss it. Yeah, don't miss it. I really look forward to checking out your guys' drones and the stations and what you guys have built. I think it's going to be really fun, but you're going to have to wait until next week for that. And we also have to wait to see what devs are going to give us tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow is obviously announcement / update tomorrow, so I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. See what features the devs are going to give us. Let's just go and land here without crashing. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. Cool. There we go. That looks about fine. We're going to get our RPS about 5. We're going to turn our engines off. Brakes are currently on, so we're not going anywhere, which is very important. We need to get some hoses from here, and I think there's tons of hoses. Oh, there we go. And we're just going to start connecting these to our Vtol, and we're going to start pumping some fuel, chat. Cool. Grab another hose. Touch it over there. Plug it in. Doop. And we need to do one more, and then we can turn it on, and we can start actually pumping the jet fuel. This is jet fuel, if I'm correct. Yes. Yes, this is jet, yes. Just wanted to make sure. Cool. There we go. So that's 3 hoses connected. We can turn the system on and pump. So it is pumping now. And this should be quite quick, considering we've got 3. Yeah, we're almost at 1,000. We need to do, what, 27,000 liters? And we should actually see the fuel if we jump up here. Actually, we can't see it just yet, but it should start filling up this. Cool. That Vtol's thick. Yeah, exactly. It's got a big back section onto it. And I think it's like doubled our fuel capacity. Yeah, well, I remember someone saying that they've done a fishing add-on that you guys can go and check out. I think it's on the workshop. I could be wrong, but I haven't tried it myself. I was planning on doing a fishing add-on. I actually started doing it, but then I got busy with other stuff. You just want to go brute with people with an 810 auto, but you can. I think you can. Victor, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Just joining in. Oh, you're joining in for some fuel runs to make some money. While this is working, by the way, we're going to go up there and see if there's any more crates. The last time we came up there was a crate and gave us like what, 8.5. So that was pretty good. So we're gonna come up here and see if we can find any more crates. The last time I found one was up there. So we'll head up there. If not, we'll head up here and see if there's any crates or anything. We also spoke about this, I think the last time we came here, is like these locations, they're so well done in terms of design. Like this looks so cool, but there's not one single mission that will bring you here and make you explore this area or work on this area. And that's what I think is such a waste, because with old missions, like the old missions we used to have in Stormworks, they used to actually bring us here to do missions, which was fun. Whereas now, nothing really brings us here, unfortunately. There might be a fire mission, but there's not actually any mission like, oh, you need to deliver a wind turbine part, or so on and so forth, like we used to have pre-version 1. I miss those missions. But that's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys miss the pre-version 1 missions as much as I do? Let me know. Let me know, chat. I'd like to hear your guys' comments. As much as I like the dynamic missions that we have now, I miss the existing ones. There's no crates or anything around here. The bridge has disappeared again. I don't know what's happening with that bridge. Honestly, there should be a bridge here, or there used to be. I don't know. Maybe the chat, maybe the devs removed the bridge. But there used to be a bridge here. We're still pumping, which is good. Do I have any money left? I do. Good. And this is at 16,000. Cool. So, and the worst part is you can't sleep. Like if you sleep, the game will speed up, but like transferring fuel and things like that doesn't speed up, which is really unfortunate too. What physics detail setting? I play on full. I always play everything on full. Full. Everything full. And you can see my FPS is maxed out. 62 FPS, which is game max. You really miss the old creative crane? Yeah. Well, it just gave you more things to do, really. I know why the devs removed it. The devs removed it for performance reasons. I'm almost certain of it. Because obviously the larger things and the more vehicles you have spawned in, the more performance you get hit on. So I'm almost certain that's probably why they removed all that stuff. But I remember as well, I think the pre-version 1 missions were much more immersive and they gave you good variety. Yeah, well, they were scripted because you had like 30 missions and they all were different and they had quite a different few components to them. Like go to this area, dive down, grab an anchor, get it on your ship, take the anchor over to a base and you get your money. Or you know, go and explore this cave, retrieve this box, come back up, deliver it to this place. It was quite winded, whereas a lot of these missions like go put the fire out, you're done. Go put this fire out, you're done. Go rescue this boat, you're done. So I prefer, honestly, I like the scripted missions. I like to have a little bit of a story, and that for me is what what we're missing at the moment is a story in Stormworks. But anyway, are you planning on doing a lock-on system tutorial for weapons DLC? Like what? I don't know why this Vtol is shaking, by the way. What type of lock-in system? I've already got a GPS lock-on tutorial, and I've already got a laser lock-on tutorial for spotlights at the moment, but obviously that could be adapted to missiles. Will you do a Stormwind mission? You said you might do it during a top 5. I guess it was too laggy for video. No, I haven't. I did one Stormwind mission. I think, what is there, like 4 or 3 of them? I did one. I haven't done any more. Okay, so I think, guys, we're at our maximum here in terms of fuel at the moment. So we are going to disconnect. I'm going to keep one hose just in case, and we're going to head off. So we're going to go down here to sell the fuel. I don't know how much. Chat, I want to see some guesses going. Tell me, how much do you think we're going to make from this fuel run? How much do you think we're going to make from the fuel run, chat? I would like to hear some guesses going in chat at the moment. Whoa. Oh, that's not good. Up. Up. There we go. That was scary. That was very scary. Okay, let's put our alt hold on. It's set to 200, so alt hold is 4, and we're up. We're good. Waypoint system, let me put that in. Okay, so waypoint system is currently in, and that's 5. Let's check to make sure that that's going to work. We're not going to go and dive straight into the ocean. We are losing our altitude very quickly here, so I'm just going to manually help my altitude system out. Everything else is looking pretty good, I think, at the moment. I'm just going to trim the nose up, chat. I think we're too heavy. Yeah, that looks about right. Yep, that's about good. You can see how heavy we are. Oh man. 150k, 100k, 1.3. I'll have to wait and see. Career starts with narrative would be cool. Yeah, we need narratives. Do we know with weapons DLC if you'll be able to reload cannons manually, for example? Well, the devs showed us in the trailer that we have belts and drum mags and things, but I can only imagine, like, you know how the coal system works at the moment, where you can pick up coal and you can put it in boilers and stuff? I'm guessing weapons would work the same way. I don't see why they wouldn't. So yeah, you could in theory, you know, have your turret where you'll need your friend as a reloader and he'll reload for you while you're shooting and targeting and things like that. So you know, you could really emphasize that and build vehicles around that and then do multiplayer stuff with that. Why don't you increase the RPS of the jets? I can. It's set to 16, but there's just too much load on them. There's too much load on the engine, so the engine can't actually go any higher than what it is. Gotta go. Thanks for the video. Thanks, man. Well, if you want to check out the rest of it, we'll put some stuff in the highlights, and that comes out on Sunday. Maybe build a fuel container so you can just leave the container to refuel. Yeah, we could do that. But the main reason why we're doing this is so we can build a bigger Vtol. We can buy a base and then build a bigger Vtol. Then we can start looking at adding containers to it and adding additional like modules possibly. So what we could do is like cut half of this off and then literally just make it like that you can go and pick up a different container depending on the mission you want to do. Is it possible to make a laser guided missile like a 1x8, for example, like 1 by thick apart from thins? I mean, yes, it is possible. because you can use a laser detector, is it laser detector? Then block that detects laser beams and gives you an XYZ depending on where it detects it. So you could use that to steer, but then you have to have a laser pointing on a target, for example. But yeah, a 1x1 guided missile is possible. How efficient and how well it's going to work, that's questionable. I would also like to really see adaptive logic, like I tell the controller in description mode what I want to do and it fills out the logic the most efficient way. I mean, we all wish and hope for things, but I doubt that would ever happen, to be honest. Have you ever considered joining the military in your past? You seem to enjoy military stuff a lot. Joining military, no, not from, like, I come from somewhere where it's not a good idea to join the military. And no, I love making videos for you guys too much. So no, stay with you guys. So chat, how much are we making? I see a lot of guesses around the 100k mark. I see a lot of guesses around the 100k mark. Vtol's really having a good time. I mean, we could manually increase our rotors. Alrighty, so we're almost there. Almost there, and then we'll offload whatever money we're gonna get from this. Don't know how much money we're gonna make. Where am I from? I was born in South Africa, but I live in the UK. 120, 150k. Stormworks VR? Yeah, I'd like to see VR coming. I think, to be honest, I think it's possible. I think the devs would do it. I think they will. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't know what the devs have got planned long term, but I think it is possible. Whoa, we have too much RPS. Too much RPS, that's why this Vtol is going weird. Let's go down now. 100k for sure. Yeah, we should. I think we should get at least 100k. Avoid flying 120 meters altitude above sea level. Well, the thing is, if you're going over the Soy Islands, if you fly below 120, you'll hit a mountain. That's why I usually fly around with 200. And also, if you fly, the thing is that if you fly at 200, you have a lot better chance to react. And also, another cool thing is with this Vtol is that it can get hit by lightning and the jet engines don't get affected. My electronic systems do, but the actual jet engines don't get affected, which is pretty cool. Let's just go and go in here. Let's go. Oh, that's a little bit close. Too close. That's too close. Go forwards a little bit. Okay, that should be fine. Let's just stop here. My brakes on. My brakes are on. Okay. I don't know what's happening. This thing is just. Did my landing gear fail? Like. Don't know what's happening there. Cool. I have a hose on me, so I'm just gonna go and grab this hose. Do that there. Let's grab this hose. Let's get this connected there, and we need one more hose, chat. And then we're gonna get some money. Hopefully. Okay, so now we need to pump into here, and we'll just see the money come in. Money, 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 money. That should make us good money, chat. Should get some really good money from it. I'm going to turn the Vtol off, by the way. Let's go and turn the Vtol off, and I'm actually going to go and explore. I want to go and see if there's any crates or anything over here by the airport area. And we'll come back and we'll see how much money we made, chat. You want ray tracing in Stormworks? I mean, yeah, it's possible. I don't see why they can't do it. The Vtol's too heavy now, so the landing gear collapses. Yeah, possibly. Guess that might be true. Okay, let's go in here. Let's see if there is any containers or anything while we are waiting for our Vtol to unload its fuel. And then we might, depending on how much money we get, chat, we might do another mission. Well, not mission, but another run to see if we can get some more money. Lights on. No crates in here, unfortunately. But can you imagine, chat? Imagine this being career. You come here and you can like, you click on like a mission board and you can like select missions and you could like assign yourself a job and then you get like a role. There's so many possibilities with career in Stormworks. That's why I just feel like it's such a lacked opportunity. But that's just my opinion once again, chat. Oh, but yeah. Emergency call from TT Coast Guard Aspo. Just say there are traps in AC tower by fire downstairs. Where is TT outpost by? It's quite far away, isn't it? TT outpost over there. Wow. Can't get there now. I'm busy offloading fuel. You mostly use log creation. Yeah, log creations are really good. They are really, really good. They're full of logic. They are quite logic heavy. Does a retractable landing gear actually reduce drag in the game? Or does it add a lot of complexity though? I wonder how aerodynamics work in Stormworks. There's not really much in terms of aerodynamics, if I'm correct. Like each block has got a certain amount of lift value and each block's got a certain amount of weight value. So yeah. I don't know the ins and outs of it, to be honest. Not off the top of my head, at least. You're so hyped about the military DLC. Yeah, man, the weapons DLC is going to be so much fun. Stormworks roleplay server will be great. Yeah, it needs a lot of, like, with any dedicated server, it needs a lot of management. People need to be actively in charge of it, getting things going, getting people involved. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. Can you use the rotor propeller ends for planes instead of aircraft propellers? Yeah, you can interchange rotors. On the way back, put the fire out. Well, my way back is here. This is where if we do another fuel run, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go over here to do another fuel run. So we're already at 70,000 chats, and we're about halfway. So we'll see what happens. Already turned this off. Everything is off. Everything is good. Just hoping we'll be able to run our 30-man group with weapons DLC and all our crafts. Well, it depends how optimized your crafts are. If your crafts are all full of logic and full of 1,000 bodies and are not physics friendly, then no, you're not going to be able to do that. If you run 30 of these Vtols, you'll be fine. Because the Vtols, this has got minimal stuff on it. I was thinking about a lock-on system, a gun and destroyer from the weapons DLC. What do you mean, the Sea-Wiz on the back of that ship? I don't know what ship it was, but on the back. So it probably used radars. So radars will tell you in what direction something is coming. So for example, if I faced a radar that direction and something was coming from that direction, it would beep, 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 beep me. For example, let's say if I was facing that way and the radar detected something there, it would say, okay, the target is 0.2 that way and 0.5 that way. And that's how it detects things, and that's how you can get a radar to actually move a gun and face it in that general direction. Then after that, it's just about saying, hey, if you detect a target, fire the gun. Actually relatively simple. Got to do a guided missile tutorial? Yeah, I'll do one when we get weapons DLC. I don't see a point of doing one now because weapons DLC is probably going to change everything. We already saw the warheads and then the missile stuff. So it depends how heavy that stuff is and what size that stuff is. Will depend on how we can incorporate it into missiles and things at the moment. Do you know if there's going to be armored blocks? Well, I think the devs, didn't they say in the Q&A that the armored blocks are going to be the weight blocks. The more weight it has, the more protection it has, I think. Okay, so we're nearly finished here. We've got 7,000 liters left. Chat, what is everyone's prediction on how much money we made? What is everyone's prediction on the amount of money that we made? Chat. Final chance to tell us how much you think we are about to make. You're pretty sure the weight blocks? Yeah, exactly. The weight blocks are 180k. Okay, Alex says 180k. So, I mean, we should almost be there. 90k, 123k, 120, 130. You need to give me a round figure, chat. Round figure. Round figure, chat. 130, 145, 124. Okay, we're at 4,000 liters left. Or we can take this off. It's already dark. Can't really see much. That the paint block that was missed? No, it's just the light. Okay. Jet fuel buyer. Pumping in. I mean, it's nice. I like the screen. I like they've got the nice screen on this. Pretty cool. You can also actually move this, and you could also control this by radio, by the way, chat. If you didn't know, you can control these completely by radio. So we're at 2,500 plus minus. Nearly there. Nearly there. And we should be almost about ready to go. And how much fuel do we have in our Vtol? That's obviously a good question. Do we need to refuel? No, we've got more than enough. I'm going to get this started, chat, while we are waiting. 100k. Okay, so we should be... Okay, we've got 1,000 liters left. Almost there. Almost there, chat. I'm actually probably going to start disconnecting all my hoses. 700. 600. Amar says 140k. 170 says now. You can only have one. You can only have one choice. Over 120k, Alvin says. Is it possible to send a radar signal from one creation to another? Like you have a radar plane that... yeah, you can easily do that. You can do it through composite. Okay, 0. Chat, moment of truth. Let's go and see how much money we made. Oh! I'm going to round that up to 160,000. Congratulations to anyone that said 160,000. I actually don't see anyone saying 160. I think 150 Lazy Seal went for, 170 Kato went for. Anyone say 160? I don't think anyone did. Oh, 160,000, chat. That's enough to build. That's enough to buy our base. So let's go and buy a base. Let's go and do that right now. So RPS is on. Let's get our alt hold on 4. Let's go and enter our waypoint in, and let's go and fly to one of the hangars, and let's buy one of the hangars, chat. We made a lot of money. That was a lot of money we just made. I'm also going to get rid of my trim that I added. Should be able to keep our alt now. Yeah, 170 close enough. Omar, you changed your bet several times by the oil rig. No, we don't want to build a base. We want to build bigger vehicles. Yeah, we're going to go buy, I think probably we're going to go with O'Neill. We just need to get there first. What's the best way to optimize a build? Less bodies. Less bodies is number 1, the best way to optimize your vehicle. You have so many bodies. Oh, I want this window to be angled this way. I'm going to use a new pivot for that. Oh, I want this spotlight to be angled. That's what makes it worse, chat. That's the first thing for optimization. Second thing is use physics floater in areas that you don't see. So for example, like the inside of your ship. If you're not using it, you don't have an interior in it, physics flood it. Trust me, FPS increases so much. And then after that, then you need to go through the physics debugger to see what you can optimize. Paint blocks and lights, those things also cause issues, and that's why if you spawn a creation and that's got too many of them, you get those warnings up on your screen. But there is price if you buy O'Neill. Not sure if you have enough fuel. What do you mean? I wish they do radars to be more accurate. They said that they are redoing radars. From I think one of the announcements a few weeks ago, they said they were redoing or making advanced radar pieces. So expect that to be different soon. Brazilian, you must have, I bet you didn't change your guess like everyone else. Yeah, we're gonna go and buy the space. Hopefully have enough. I see a few builds that lag, yet they don't put in physics flows. Well, they should put physics flows in. That would help them. Okay, let's go down here and let's land. Get my spotlights on so I can actually see what the heck is going on down here. Let's see how much this is going to cost us. The first thing I want to do with this Vtol is I want to increase the size of the wings and put bigger rotors. That's like #1 thing I want to do, chat. Cool, so let's go land down here. And done. Landing gear is out. Get our RPS down. And let's go and see how much this is going to cost us. Hopefully not too much. It's 120k. Let's do it. That. Ta-da! We have just bought the island. Whoop whoop. We now have this island, chat. This should give us a nice bit amount of money and space. Now, what I think I would like to do is why can't I bring this into the hangar? I should be able to. Did I not buy this? I think almost did. Yeah, I did. What I would like to do, chat, do you think we should do another fuel mission? Do we do another fuel mission or do we do some building right now? What do you guys think? I think we should do some building. Like, I want to keep this. I want to keep this Vtol here. Like, I want to do another mission in a few minutes. But I think I would like to extend. Wouldn't bigger rotors be too much? Well, the bigger rotors would give more lift. So they wouldn't have to run as a higher RPS in theory. So there's benefits and negatives to it. Time to replace the old Virgin wings with Think Chad wings. Exactly. So, #1 thing, chat, I would like to do is I would like to extend the size of the Vtol. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these guys and just stick them on to the side for now. Grab this, grab this. Cut that, paste that there. We're going to come here, and I think we're going to go from the spotlight about there. And we're just going to extend this thing. Oop. Cool. And we're going to cut it. And let's go out about that much more, chat. Yeah, that should be alright. About that much more, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. One before the spotlights. Cuts. And there. Cool. And now we just need to fill in the pieces, really. So we're just going to go, we're going to make sure we got symmetry enabled. Going to come in here. Just going to fill all this in. Doop. Doop. Go. 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 And we need to get this in. So that should give us one extra space for fuel in the wings. At the same time, should make this Vtol a little bit more nicer too. That in there, that's good. We could even look at doing. We could look at doing a outside casing for our jet engines now, which could be pretty cool. We haven't even done that yet. Okay, let's go and take these and get new rotor blades. I'm already negative in cash, so I won't be able to spawn this in straight away, but that's fine. That's okay. Let's go and grab some new rotor blades. So we're going to go with large. I think this is going to be quite useful. Let's go and change the color. What about that, chat? That's gonna look pretty sick, no? I think that's gonna look pretty cool. What about my blades? Let's make sure they're all facing the right way. Positive in, positive in. Yep, that's good. That's good. Should we go to 3? I want to go to 3, and I want to go to 3. And I think neutral also. Neutral and neutral. That's chat. That's gonna look really good once it's done. That's gonna make such a difference. Yeah, that's gonna look sick. Okay, let's go. Now, you're probably thinking, why have you kept the old rotor blades? Well, the reason why I kept the old rotor blades, chat, is that I can simply grab this logic like this. That's going to go to collective. That's going to go to the collective. This is the pitch. So this one goes to pitch. This is the roll. Goes to roll. That's the collective. That's the roll. And I don't have to worry or test anything. I'm just literally just transplanting everything. And I know it's going to work. That's why I left these ones. Now I can delete them. There you go. Okay. Cool. Red stripe, green stripes. Yeah, we could add some stripes on. We can also add on some... I mean, we could close all the stuff in, really. We don't really want it open anymore. So we could close all the stuff in at some point. I don't have enough money, by the way, chat, as you saw, to do everything right now, but eventually we will get everything all nice and pretty here. Just close all this in for now, about there, and we'll do the same thing up here. Probably do this. Something like that, if I can. Come on. I mean, the game sometimes just doesn't like it when you try and do something. There we go. I'm not going to do anything here yet, chat, because I will push this out by one more. But we can close some of the stuff off. Doop. And close this off. That one we're not going to do just yet. I will close this also. Done. Done. And I said I'm not going to do that side just yet. I mean, we could, if we really want to, we could actually switch this to that. That's no, maybe even that there. I don't know. We'll play around with the chat. But that straight away looks very different and much better, I think, in my opinion. What about, do you think we can add another, maybe a small one of these? I mean, no, we need to make it a little bit longer if we wanted to add another one of those. Cool, so chat, we're going to go and save this. So AP done, close that off. And I think we can go do another fuel mission. And then we'll come back and then we'll have more than enough money. More than enough money. But I think we need to do another fuel mission, chat. So let's go do another fuel mission. So we're going to jump down over here. Enter our waypoints. Cool, everything else is good. Put that on. Increasing for us. It's good. We've got a little bit of a way to go. Everything else is good. RPS. Alright. Everything else looks alright. How's our fuel? We'll be fine. And let's go. Increase my RPS up a little bit. We do need to go across the Sawyers, so I'm going to increase my ult to about 500. That way we should be able to cross the Sawyers without any issues. Cool, I'm also getting my spotlights off. Done. I think the game should have half blocks. I mean, it would make it look really cool, but the problem is, you know, it's meant to be a block game. So if you start adding half blocks, then why not add 1.5 blocks? Why not add 0.25 blocks? I think it loses the, you know, the essence. So that's my opinion, once again, on the matter. Well, let's get our spotlights off. Have you converted Vtol into Osprey? Pretty much. It's not meant to be a one-to-one. It's just taking design influences from it. Why 3 blades? Because it looks cool, I think. Looks even cooler now, thanks. Need to go. Enjoy the rest of it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Maybe add more blades. We could. Red stripe, green stripe, yeah. We'll see. We can do some more painting if we need to. We're gonna head over to get more fuel. Where are we at the moment? I think we're going past Mount Huddy, which is over there. Currently at the moment, so we're about here at the moment. So that's where I think we're about here. So we don't have far to go. Yep, we just need to go over there. Cool. Vtol's getting really slow for some reason. Usually does that when it's trying to change alt. That's why. What's the best type of vehicle for fuel missions? I mean, if you want to do a lot of fuel, you're better off doing like a big tanker. But the thing is, we are specifically selling jet fuel, and jet fuel at the moment has got the biggest return on investment. We're selling it at 6.8, and we're buying it for 1.4. Diesel, you can buy for 0.3, and you could sell it for 1.2. I mean, that's not bad either. What else is there? Is any other ones there? So they sell for 0.8. Any other ones that buy? There we go. There's another one there. Okay, so that one's actually another good fuel one to sell at, or jet. 1.8. You can sell diesel for 1. Diesel. So you can sell diesel for 1.8 and buy it for 0.3. I mean, that's a 4 times return. Still not as good as the jet though. Still not as good as the jet one. Let's just set this down to 200. Cool. So yeah, you could definitely do diesel, and the thing is, if you want to do a lot of diesel, a ship would be the best bet, and that's why, for example, here at the island we've got a dock. It's designed for you to actually bring your ship inside here, not a VTOL. But I mean, like, if you're playing survive, like what we're doing now, career, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have the time to build a big ship, you just need to start doing missions and start earning money. A VTOL like this is theoretically the best bet, because you can do vertical, you can do horizontal flight, you can carry cargo, you can carry passengers, you can carry fuel, you can do pretty much everything, and it does all weather situations, does all types of missions. So I don't know, I still feel like Vtol is the #1 career vehicle for me, at least. That's what I would recommend, at least, to everyone. Cool. Let's just go down here. Yes, we're a little bit close to the rocks there, but I think we're fine. I'm actually quite happy that we're close to the rocks, because that way the VTOL hopefully won't move that much. Let's go up here, grab this, and let's start connecting this, and let's do another fuel run. Doop. And let's turn this thing back on. No, that's down. Oh, there we go. Should be pumping fuel. We are. Great. Let's go and connect that to next one, and we should be, we need one more hose. Chat. Grab that hose there. Let's go to fluid anchor this one. There we go. And we just need to connect the last one, and there we go. So now we're getting more fuel, and we'll go and sell that, and then hopefully we'll have enough money to go and spawn our big VTOL in. And then who knows what's going to happen after that. There's Stormlink stuff, actually. Pretty cool. We can do Stormlink missions here. Let's see if we can just climb around. I just want to see if there's any more crates or anything running around. You turn the engines off and turn them back on when you get close to the ground. I mean, sure. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it at all. Chat. A little pool there. Let's go and see. Is there any crates just lying around? I mean, they might have spawned since the last time we were here. I doubt though. Dude's out. Nothing's on there. Crates hiding here? Probably not. Down there? No. No crates, chat, unfortunately. Cool. So we're just going to do the last refueling, and then we're going to head off back and carry on building our big VTOL. Excited to have money and to have a big build area, actually. Means we can really start adding cool features on. There's the VTOL down there. Chat, what would you like to see the next feature? What's the next feature you would like to see added to the VTOL? Should we add radar? We could add radar to find crates on the oceans. I mean, you could easily just add my new radar microcontroller we built in the tutorial. What do you guys think? About 12,000. I actually think that might be enough. That's probably what, 12k is probably what, 70,000 in money. It's pretty good. Remote control. I mean, we could add remote control. How much did you get the last time? We got 160,000 the last time we sold fuel, which is a lot of money. A lot of money. Now it's time to elongate it. Yeah, we could actually make it longer here at the back. That could definitely be a cool thing to do. Radar and a horn. I think radar. Chad, I'm actually going to stop it there. I think 14k is enough for us for this to get enough money out of it. Let's go back to the next place, which is down here. We're going to go and sell. Boop. On, RPS up, clear the waypoints, enter a new waypoint in. Oh, that's not a new one, that's an old one. There we go. New waypoints done. Pull some new waypoints in. Let's get our spotlights on. Everything else is on. RPS is on 14. Let's wait for that to come up. Cool. Cool, we're at about 11. Let's put Alt Hold on. And we're up. Nice. Cool. And 5 for autopilot. And there we go. We're losing quite a lot of alts. Yeah, that's because we're very heavy. I need to trim it. Not that much though. I need to trim the pitch. Keep our alt. Probably not that much. But -0.2 should be fine to keep our altitude. I think will be fine. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of a trim on it. Not much, but it's got a trim on it. Just to keep us going. Radar and air refueling as our last resort. Air refueling I'm not 100% on, but a radar I think is a good idea. You should sort the old hull out. Yeah. Well, I want to test the new new rotors and see if the new rotors are going to make any of a difference for us. So we're gonna try. I want to try the new rotors before I mess around too much with the alt hold. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Can you auto trim the Vtol? Well, the Vtol should be trimming itself because I've got a gyro on it, but obviously that's not working ideally, so it doesn't have enough power. But we'll see what happens. We'll play around with it a bit. Can't wait for the weapons DLC. I know the weapons DLC is going to be fun. Definitely going to be a lot of fun to get weapons DLC in Stormworks. Definitely. We just have to wait and see. Like the devs are showing us so much information from the trailer. And by the way, guys, if you've missed my video on that, definitely recommend you go and check it out. We went like a full deep dive analysis of that trailer, and the devs showed us so many cool things. It'll be a lot of fun, I think. What would you guys build? What would you guys build as your first thing with weapons? Okay, as long as we don't transport boats, we'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. We don't. We've been banned from transporting boats in Stormworks with the Vtol. We're not allowed to do that. Completely banned. Get RPS down a bit. I'll trim it up a bit more. AC-130, artillery, battleship, tank, attack helicopter. I don't know. I think attack helicopters are going to be very useful. My only worry is that they're not fast enough. That's the only thing I worry with attack helicopters. I think like a big floating ship. I think a ship is the best thing to do. Ship, you can have missiles on it. You can have torpedoes on it. You can have anti-aircraft stuff on it. You can have your aircraft on the ship. So you can have a submarine in your ship. I always find ships as being like the #1 like thing you can add in. Peel us in on MrNJersey's plan for weaponized builds. I mean, I don't know. I've got so many different things you can build. in my head. It just depends on what we need to do. It also depends on how the AI stuff is going to work, because we obviously have to deal with AI, so that's going to be interesting. Aircraft carriers will be dope. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as having like a full-on aircraft carrier. I would do like a multi-purpose, like you can carry fuel, you can do missions on. The thing is, that multi-purpose is where we need a workbench, a mobile workbench. Can you imagine having your ship out at sea? Like, let's imagine your ship is over here, and you know, you're cruising out in the oceans, you may be doing a patrol, and you have like a multi-purpose or an aircraft carrier. Inside your multi-purpose creation, or inside your carrier, you've got an area where you can build a helicopter. So while you're out at sea, you can carry on, you can build your helicopter and then launch it from your carrier and then send it off, kind of like carrier command in theory. But oh man, I'd love to see mobile workbenches so much. Attack Vtol. I mean, yeah, you could, I guess you could, yeah. Vtol actually would probably be a smart thing to do. I don't think there's anything that realistically, I mean, because of Vtol, you could put in helicopter mode, have a, let's say, a cannon underneath it that you could rotate through a screen, and then you could maybe add missiles on the side of it. I would just be worried about the blades, but I guess you could add missiles underneath it. So yeah, definitely could. Cool. Let's go down here, chat. 4 and 5, and let's go and land. Let's offload the fuel. I wonder how the AI will work with our crashing performance. There needs to be a few AI instances for this to be fun enough. Well, the vehicles only, at the moment, vehicles only load within your tile. So if they keep that, it will be fine. Because you can easily run the game with like 20 or 30 creations spawned in. And performance is fine. It's just this have to be well optimized. That's it. And then it's fine. Like if I spawn 20 of these Vtols, and the game will still run for me. It'll be fine. Because these Vtols are theoretically quite well optimized. Don't quote me on that because I haven't checked optimization, but they should work in theory quite well. Let's just land here. Did I land on top of the... I landed on top of the hoses. Fantastic. There we go. Cool. Let's land there. Let's get rid of my trim. There we go. Cool. And batteries, everything else is good. We're going to turn the Vtol off, by the way. How much fuel do we have left? 5,000 liters. Fine. Connect this to that. This. That. And one more. There we go. Cool. Boop. Cool. We also need to click the button, don't we, to sell the fuel? Yes, we do. Which is directly here. There we go. Pump. So we should be pumping fuel now. We should be making some money. There we go. So we're at 22 now, chat. Let's get some votes, or let's get some bets going of how much money we're going to make. We're at 22,000 at the moment. How much are we going to have at the end? So take into account that we've already got 22k, and then add whatever you think we're going to get to. And let's see. To have a workbench on an aircraft carrier is big brain, man. I'd love it. I'd love it. Attack hot air balloon. No. Well, if multiplayer works really cool, then servers are going to be popular, especially with weapons, because everyone's just going to want to shoot everyone. That's what I want to do. I want to go shoot people. But obviously, if you've got AI and AI is good, then you don't have to play multiplayer. Play by yourself. Building vehicles with modular components is the best way to go IMO. Can you change things out with going and workbench shooting quick? Yeah. That's why you're beast PC. Well, I stream, I record, I play a game with the highest settings possible. I play at 165 hertz. I play at 1440p. I actually have 2 monitors at 1440p. So yeah, I have a high spec PC, but I'm also doing a lot of things other than just playing Stormworks. So you have to take that into effect. But like even now, we're at max FPS. I haven't dropped below max FPS the whole game. Nice 30k. Canada, you have to take into account that we've already got 22,000. So how much we're going to be at the end? Cool. We've got 100k, 70k, 90k, 80k, 90, 99, 69, 140, 14,000 of fuel in the Vtol. 15 versus 15 is going to be fun. Well, yeah, because you could spawn. Let's say you could do seven tanks for one side and 7 tanks for another side, and let's say you give them the Sawyer Island, or you give them the Arctic Island, and say, okay, Team A has these 7 tanks, Team B has got these 7 tanks, and then last team live wins. And you can script it. You can script everything in the add-on. So, but multiplayer performance needs to be on point. The desync is going to be the most important thing for me. Travis, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Cool, so we're offloading fuel at the moment. We've got 5,000 liters left to offload. And hopefully get some good money, go back to base, and then we can carry on our big Vtol build. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for Weapons DLC. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, chat. Weapons DLC is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to change Stormworks. I think it's going to change Stormworks, but that's why it's a DLC. That's why it's DLC. Me and my cousin want to do dogfights with World War I and World War II planes. Yeah, you could do it. You could do it. There's no reason why you can't. We've seen that the devs are adding machine guns, they're adding light cannons, they're adding heavy cannons. So why not? There's damage, there's everything is game. Imagine building a modular ship and engine compartments get damaged and you replace it with another one, repairs the old one. I mean, yeah, you could. There's so many possibilities with Stormworks, and that's why it's, for me, the game's not done yet. It's still got so many things to get done, but that's my opinion. Okay, how much fuel? 1,000 liters left to go through. Alrighty, we'll see how much we got, how much money we made from this. So we started at 22k. How much are we going to be at the end? We'll see in a few seconds. And then once we've done that, we're going to go to our new base, which is here. And we're going to despawn this fuel carrier, and we're going to spawn in our new Vtol with bigger wings, bigger rotors, and we'll see how that thing does. Hopefully it will do quite well. Are we good yet, chats? 500, start disconnecting. 400. Am I in regular contact with the devs? I mean, I'm a YouTuber, one of the biggest ones that do Stormworks mainly, or my channel's mainly Stormworks. So we do talk. That's what you're asking. Do mention things to them. Whether they listen to me or not is another question completely. Is that, yeah, this is the tanker version, the elongated tanker version. Okay, how much, chat? 113,000. 113,000 chat. That was pretty good. That was a good run. That was a very good run. RPS up. New coordinates. Get our new coordinates in. Waypoints, everything's good. 4. And we'll head off. Chat. Let's get spotlights on. Cool. Do you know anything about this dogs in Stormworks? What you mean Stormwolves? I don't know. I think no one voted for them when the devs did the poll, or very little people voted for them at least. I don't know if people just didn't understand them or if they didn't vote for them, but yeah, I don't think it's a highly requested feature right now at the moment. There's other things that we need done. How much would it cost to get the DLC now? You have to wait like everyone else, even like me. You have to wait. Unfortunately. Stormworks, yeah. So like a companion dog that you would have next to you in game that would help you on do tasks. Think of like an NPC character that follows you around, but instead it's a dog, and maybe you could do things like get the fire extinguisher for you. I don't know. Imagine a dog DLC. I don't think it would be a dog DLC. Natural disasters. I know we got natural disasters still coming at the end of this year, so we're gonna get weapons DLC now, and we're gonna get natural disasters. Now I don't know what else is on the roadmap. I don't know what else is on the roadmap at the moment. And I want to see like, I would like to see a major update focused on career. We spoke about it earlier, chat. I would like to see a major update focused on career, where it adds a story, it adds a script, it adds like 30 hours worth of missions where you can follow a story mode, and you're like, oh, I want to be a Coast Guard, and it gives you a script of a story mode where you need to have an end game, and then you can just play. And there's challenges behind it, like this week, you have a task of grabbing an anchor from the ocean, build a vehicle to do this task, or this week's task is to carry 100 people from point A to point B, build a creation to do that within 10 minutes. This is the kind of stuff that Stormworks is missing, chat. This is my opinion, of course, as I always say, but oh man. That stuff makes me excited for Stormworks. Natural disaster? Yeah, natural disaster. Oh, new biome also. I don't know when we're going to get the new biome. I don't know, maybe if we're going to get the new biome for weapons DLC or not. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, chat? We'll see. Wait and see. Okay, we're gonna land here and we're gonna start working on Vtol. Boop, boop. Let's get disable gyro. Let's go down quicker. Yeah, man, you can do anything with... I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash. I knew that was gonna happen, chat. But we're at base, so I should be able to... Why can't I pull this in? I don't have a return to workbench. Why don't I have a return to workbench? That's weird. I can just drag it in, so it's fine. Let's turn this thing off. There we go. Oop. I'm just gonna winch it in. Oh man, I can't reach. I can't reach it. No. I mean, I can just push it, I guess. Can I push it? Should be able to push it. One time when you want to push something in Stormworks and it won't let you push it. Great. Oh, I'm getting hurt. Oh, I need to put that fire out. Let's just go to base. The fuel. I just need to bring it in here. I don't know why I can't. I can get into the workbench. I can spawn my Vtol. But why can't I return this to the workbench? Like we're right next to it. Like there's no option to return to workbench, which is weird. No, I crashed on purpose. There was a reason why I did it. I thought I could return it to workbench quickly, but game was like, no, you shall not pass. So we'll just use this. We'll just use this Vtol to put it in. Pretty easy. We'll grab this. Those new rotor blades look really good. Oh man, those rotor blades look really good. The size of them. Well, let's just bring the Vtol nice and close, and then we will we'll drag it. We'll literally just drag it in using one of the hoses. So I connect that there, and I connect that to like there. I should be able to connect it, or even maybe behind actually. There we go. And I should just be able to pull this in. Cool. Increase my RPS. Drag the old Vtol inside. If I can. I should be able to. Just need to get it close enough so I can despawn it. I mean, that's probably close enough for me to get it connected to the winch. So I'm going to try and do that. Get it connected to the winch here, chance. Doop. And then winch it in. Oh, damn. Disconnected it. Oh, we're not close enough now. Okay, can I despawn this? Not yet. Okay, interesting. Let's connect this again then, I guess. There you go. Cool, and we'll just winch this in again. Not winch it in, but fly it in. Come on. In you come. In you come. Cool, that should be alright, surely. Despawn. Can I despawn it now? Can't. Still can't despawn this. It's not close enough, or like this definitely has returned to workbench. Can I connect this here? Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't really want to. What I want to do is just bring this into the workbench. How is it not in the workbench? Or is there like is there something I missed, chat, that you can't despawn a vehicle once if you spawn in from a different location? Why can't I despawn this? Anyone, chat? Anyone know why? Is it a game setting that I forgot about? That I've missed? Don't remember having a game setting that I should be able to return this to the workbench. No, you can despawn from any workbench, if I'm correct. You can take into one and despawn another one. I'll go into the workbench. Oh yeah, it worked. Well done. Well done, chat. That was weird. It doesn't matter. You don't have to spawn into the same hangars. As long as it gets into the zone. As long as it gets in the zone, you can despawn it. I do have a question. How do you start making good stuff? I have 450 hours on Stormworks. I reset my PC and lost 3 hours, but with that better creations, how do you make yours so good? And just watch the builds. Watch and look how I make the creations. There's an evolution in how you make creations. They go from good to bad or bad to good, and it just changes. Okay, we're going to take this guy for a test flight, considering we've upgraded... Did I not add wings on the side? Okay. I thought I added all this. I guess I just didn't build it on that side. Fair enough. We'll add that on then. Just going to add this on, chat. Go, and we're gonna go there, that's good, and then we'll go into what, this and this, and then we're going to take it for a test flight and see how well it does. First test flight with the new pieces that we've added on, all the new rotor blades. Hopefully it will be fine. Almost certain it will. But still be interesting to see how well it does. Cool. Let's take it for a flight. I think we're good with everything. I think proportions are looking alright. I might extend the size of the wings and just make them come a little bit thicker. They do look ever so slightly small at the moment, the wings. I mean, what we could do, so we could grab this and this, cut it, stick it there, and do the same thing on the other side. So symmetry, resize grid, grab both, cut it and stick it there. And then from here we could extend the wings, make them come in a little better here. Delete all the don't need. So we could do maybe like this. Let's see. Something like that, chat, and then maybe go into yeah, why not? Why not? And we'll go into one of these blocks over here. So let's delete that there, and then that there. That will go there, and add this there, and then a 1x2 slope over here, and then we can just fill this in. And this means we get a little bit more fuel also, which will be quite useful. Cool. Put that there, that there, that there. And then let's just fill this in here and here. We just need to fill this underneath piece also at some point, so we can probably do that and that. No, let's do this properly with some proper wedges. Ones. Like that. Yeah. Cool. And then here we'll go into one of these, or maybe not. Just do that. Yeah, that's good. And we'll just fill this all in over here. Channels. There. There. And we really want this thing sticking out. There we go. Cool. And we'll just fill this in there. Alright, cool. So that's now closed in. It's given a little bit of a wider wingspan to it. I mean, we could bring this back by one if we really want to make the wings a little bigger. I think we should be good. Let's go and do a test flight. I want to see how this thing's going to fly for the first time. With the new wings and a little bit more fuel and things. It'll be quite interesting. Get RPS up. Let's get our brakes and everything on. Need to fix the engine covers. But besides that, we're looking pretty good. Gotta go. Been a pleasure engaging in chat for the first time. Cheers, man. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, cool. Brakes off. And let's go forwards. Okay. Looking pretty good. Should we go forwards? I think we need to tweak my gyro a bit. But so far it looks pretty good actually. Speed 156. RPS is quite low. Looking pretty good, isn't it? Disable my gyro here. Let's go full manual flight chat. This is full manual flight. We definitely do need to elongate the back piece though. Oh, don't crash. Don't crash. That's looking pretty sexy, isn't it? A little bit of lag there, but that was because I think that helicopter, wherever it was, just spawned in. Definitely need to make the back longer, but besides that, I'm pretty happy. Let's just take it out of manual mode. I want to put it into full autopilot. I want to see how well the autopilot does. Let's do 200 alt, and let's just set a random waypoint of my base again. Let's do 4-5. So now this is fully automatic. It's very slow to turn, isn't it? To turn to pitch. Paint the engine covers. We're gonna chat. We haven't finished with engine covers. We're just that was just a placeholder for now. Are we doing? Speed is not that great. RPS is good. I'm pretty happy with the RPS. Alt hold is holding. Look, I haven't touched. Actually, let's take that off. Okay, so that looks actually much better now. Can I want to set a new waypoint, chat. Hold on, a new waypoint. Clear this one and let's enter a new one. Now that I've taken the trim off, how well does the Vtol do? 200 alt. Speed is slowing down. Okay, why are you slowing down? You haven't reached your... Should start going forwards. As we're gonna have to increase our heights. Let's go to like 500. Speed is good. Alt hold. A little bit slow. Seems like it's going down instead of going up. The alt hold needs a little bit more aggressiveness to it to get it to work. I think the alt hold, I don't think I actually hooked up the pitch at the back to the alt hold. So we can do that possibly. Besides that, I'm really happy with it so far. Nice. Cool. Let's get our base back in waypoint. Clear waypoints, new waypoints. Oh, very quick. Cool. Okay, so alt hold is happening now. Obviously, once we went into helicopter mode, the alt hold worked fine. One month until you can get on Stormworks, man. A long wait. It's a good time to join with Weapons DLC coming. Great time to be joining Stormworks, really. It's buggy. Yeah, it's got bugs, but every game does. Every game has got bugs at the end. But at the same time, it just depends on how you play the game. It depends on how you play. And what's important to you. If you can get past the bugs, then it's an absolutely amazing game. But if you get caught in those bugs, and those bugs are holding you back, then yeah, of course, it's not great. Speed test. Well, the speed is still hooked up to the gyro, so we're not going to get the fastest speeds, but I mean, that's not bad. Alt hold is working okay. Great. To me, the Vtol are kind of thick. What do you mean? Cool, let's go and land here. So to land, let's put an alt hold of 0. See what happens. Put an alt hold of 0, chat. Space Tech, hey Jersey, you're a big fan. Nice to see you live. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. So I'm not flying, by the way, chat. This is the Vtol. I'm doing everything. Wonder if we're gonna crash. No, we're not. Not bad. Not bad at all. That was all automatic. I didn't do anything, chat. Does my dude look like Stig? Maybe. Cool, let's turn that off. Chat. We're going to end the stream today here. I think we're at a good point, and I think it's a great place to stop today, because then you guys have to look forward to the next one where we add more features to it. So sorry to break anyone's night or upset anyone, but the stream is going to end here, guys. It's been fun. We've done some really good missions today. And if you've missed any of the stream, keep an eye out for the highlight video that's going to come out at the end of the week. By the way, for those of you that do have Stormworks and want to jump in the Discord, go for it. We have challenges that we run. All kinds of cool things are happening in that Discord. Definitely recommend you jump in there and join it. And if you haven't, subscribe. Subscribe. Please, and hit that like button. It does really help out the video. Guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in comments, please, what would you like added to the Vtol in the next episode? What you guys want to see? Let me know, guys. Guys, have a good evening and a good day, good morning, good whatever, wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you next time. Bye.